Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a casted game of Dawn of War, and today I'm bringing you a Tau versus Orc game. Now, this was a pretty fun game because there's a certain vehicle that the Tau have access to that I think may possibly be a little bit broken, but I have to see what you guys think because I think a lot of things are broken. So you guys will have to make up your mind, but going to be opening up here with our barracks. Going to be opening up with 2 stealth teams. Going to be capturing up our strategic points. And then going to be grabbing our jetpacks upgrade. So, our opponent spawning up in the north is going to be Needs More Daka. Playing as the Orcs. Going to be opening up with Slugger Boy squads. The Boys Hut. And then a Warbanner. On the map, Fata Morga. The classic map. This is probably going to be the most common map played in Dawn of War. And I can see why. Because it's such a balanced map. I mean, I think it's my favorite, to be fair, because you've got 2 posts in base, and then you've got 2 that are like close, but not stupidly close, right? They're still very easy to contest for your opponent. So, big fan of this map. But anyway, we've got ourselves a plasma generator as well. Going to be opening up with our Tau commander, because this game I didn't actually look at what opponent I was going to be up against. So I just went with my normal build, which is Tau Commander into a Kroot squad. So Slugger Boy squads for our opponent. Going to be capturing up those strategic points. He's got his big mech out already. So only having the 2 Slugger Boy squads so far. No Shooter Boy squad yet. So going with the big mech first. We see my Tau Commander has made an appearance. Going to be looking to focus down this Slugger Boy squad. We see teleporting in there. Big mech. Teleporting on top. Luckily for us, jetpacks are in, so I can just jump away. Definitely don't want to be playing with the Tau Commander out on his own without the jetpack. Now just looking to go towards the north here. But I don't want to stop this relic from being constructed. We see there that our little flamethrower, our heavy flamer, has been built on our Tau Commander. So we're going to be a little bit better when it comes to close range. We do fall back away from that relic. But our Kroot squad is through. Very nice melee attack on these guys. But also still a decent range attack. Nothing to be scoffed at. And look at that range coming through on the Tau Commander. Nice bit of damage being put through onto that big mech. Any bit of damage onto this guy we can get is going to be very, very nice. On the left-hand side here, we see Storm Boys are already out. We see double War Banner has come through for Needs More Daka. And now we can just push towards that big mech. Trying to get as much damage onto him as possible. Just because our main worry playing as the Tau right here is that is the Orc early game, right? We need to just be careful. Need to just try and take as much damage off that big mech as possible. But we can see here. Needs More Daka doing a great job. Capturing up the critical location on the right. Going to be denying me away the one on the left. At least for the time being. As we see, I am infiltrated. So I can still grab that critical location. But has denied me a little bit of time there. We see now Pathfinder, or not Pathfinder, Fire Warrior team has come through. Back in the base. Not a lot going on. We've got our Vespid Stingwing coming through. These guys, I love these guys so much. Just their ability to throw the army all over the place. Or to throw the enemy army all over the place is really, really nice. So we see, able to push forwards here. Big Mech is with a Shooter Boy squad now. Just reinforcing that one up. But we're just going to be playing it safe. Waiting for the Vespids coming through. Just because these guys can really, really change the battle with their abilities. And they also have the ability to have more damage be put onto a listing post or any sort of building. So that's why we're waiting for these guys. So now we can push forward. Fire Warrior team going to be sitting at the back here. Going to be pushing forwards with those Kroots. Commander going to be sitting back as well. We just need to keep these guys behind the Kroots. I like to use the Kroots as like a meat shield. While the Fire Warriors and the Commander sit behind. But Storm Boys could always do a little jetpack behind. That's always a possibility as well. And now we see here that ability coming through from the Vespids, pushing these Storm Boy squads away. And we see they do now have to retreat back. So we've got a nice little position here for us. But we are in between two listing posts, which is a little bit unfortunate. And we also see here a squad of 6 Slugger Boy squads coming through, trying to engage onto our Fire Warriors. Fire Warriors we really just need to keep towards the back of the base. It doesn't look too great for us here, but honestly, we're doing fine. We're taking out a lot of his army. We just need to make sure we keep our Kroots alive, but where actually are they? They're there somewhere. It's very hard to see. Yeah, we still got 9 of them alive, but there we see those Storm Boy squads jumping onto the Fire Warrior team, down to 2 now. We just need to be so careful with these guys. Vespids also pulling back for a second there, and now at this point, we do have to fall back. We did a little bit of damage onto the listing post, but not enough. We've taken quite a few casualties right there. But we see another squad of Fire Warriors coming through. Just because these guys are the bread and butter of the Tau. Really, really strong. You just need to keep them alive. They don't have the most HP. They've just got long range, good damage. It's just really keeping them alive, which the Kroots do a really good job of that, because you can reinforce them so quickly. They're just a really good meat shield, really good melee attack. But we can see here, our critical location is going to get captured on that left-hand side. So I see him move his whole army down here. I'm a little bit idle here, but I do decide to move up towards the north here, just because if his whole army's on the left here, we might be able to push onto a listing post. Let me see that, using our ability on the Vespers to get out of there. So I decided to push towards this one on the right-hand side, which he hasn't actually built. So a little bit unfortunate for him there. Which means that is some free resource taken away right there. And a strategic point denied. And then we've also got the one on the right-hand side, the critical location, and capturing the one in the middle. And he says that 3 Fire Warriors. What the fuck? I don't know where he's got that from, because I only have the 2 and a Kroot squad. We see I'm at squad cap at the moment. So I will need to go to Path of Enlightenment, which I am getting now to get that more squad cap. And we see I reply there with 2. I don't think he replies back to that, but I only got the 2, which is still pretty decent. So definitely slowed him down a little bit there. I don't want to stay over here, though, because I don't want to get sandwiched here. And he has the ability to do that with his Storm Boys. You know, jetpacking in, as well as his Big Mech being able to teleport. But we see, for him, he's got himself 2 generators. More War Banners coming down as well. He's built that pile of guns. He's grabbing himself some researchers there as well. I didn't quite see what that was. But countdown has started for me. We've got the critical location in the center and on the right now. Just that one on the left is over to our Orc opponent. But upgrades coming through on the listing posts, just for that requisition, and also in case he decides to push. You know, always nice to grab that tier 1. Tier 2 can get a little bit expensive, but tier 1 definitely a must at this point in the game. So at the moment, I'm happy to give up my critical location, because we've got the Path to Enlightenment here, which means we can grab our advanced pulse rifle, so it increases the range and damage of Fire Warriors and stealth suit ranged weapons. So that's going to be really nice for us, for the Fire Warriors, and we can see we're also grabbing the leaders for these guys as well. And then also we can grab the upgrades on our Tau Commander, grab a leader for our Vespids, and then behind this we can look to go into vehicles as well. But decent army for us, but also a very decent army for our Orc friend over here. We see he's got himself his strategic point back. He's going to be looking to deny away my critical location. And he's got pretty good defense as well. But I'm looking to move forward now. Just try and deal as much damage onto the squads as possible. Don't let him capture up that critical location. We see I'm going to be pushing forward a little bit now. Looking to try and engage here. We've got the extra range. We've got the extra damage on our Fire Warriors. And that is going to be enough for him to fall back for the time being. He's getting his vehicle bay up. Let me see. I'm just going to be pushing forward here. Or maybe not. Just going to be falling back a little bit. Don't want to fight in the range of his turrets. But we see the Stormboy squad's going to be jumping back and forth. What are they doing? Jumping back and forth. Trying to get on top of the Fire Warriors. And we see there abilities coming through on both sides right there. But I do have to retreat back. And unfortunately, I've lost my Kroot squad. But there we go. Vehicle beacon coming down for us. Need to be careful here. Unfortunately, kind of throwing away my army. This is not a fight I want to be taking head to head in this range. I just need to be kiting with my fire warriors, and we see we're losing an awful lot here. Huge mistake on my part. This is not an engagement I should be taking, especially with these Stormboy squads. Able to melee down our fire warriors. We see, look at that. The melee damage on these guys is pretty much 0. So we see here, going to be losing out on our Vespids as well. Oh, I do actually manage to save them. Just barely, but look at this. Very, very small army compared to his. Well, look at this army. So not great for us. He's also got his mech bay, or his a vehicle bay, sorry. The mech shop. And he's going to be grabbing a war truck. But we've got our vehicle beacon, and now we're going to be grabbing the Sky Ray missile gunship. Now, this is the vehicle that I'm talking about. This thing is so damn good. Not only is it good as it is a, like, vehicle, but it is also good because of its ability. It is so damn strong. And it's the ability that we get from the Path to Enlightenment, which we have not yet researched because I'm a bit of a numpty and I forgot about it. But there it is. Missile Barrage. And it enables the Skyray missile gunship to have some crazy ability, which you'll see. You'll see. But we see here, it's also able to help out very tank. Well, not very tank. It's got 1,000 HP. But we see doing some good damage there when it actually lands a shot. But this is a fight that it's not looking too pretty for us. We do have a listening post here helping us out a little bit. But really not looking too pretty for us, especially with the war truck here as well. He's able to just garrison inside. And we see now I just have to try and pull back, wait for the upgrade to come through. 99% or 100%, there it is. So now the upgrade comes through onto our missile gunship. Now I spot that, and we see he's preoccupied on the strategic point, and this is where I push forward with that Sky Ray missile gunship. There's the ability coming through. Boom! Look at that ability. And his whole army just gets completely wiped out. I mean, he's got his shooter boy squad with his big mech, but the big mech's almost dead. The war truck is still alive as well, but that, look at all the dead bodies. And he says, what the fuck was that? And I agree with him. What the fuck was that? I mean, that seems a little bit good. I mean, obviously he can move his army, but you know, that ability is just so damn good. You don't have long to react. And now at this point, I mean, his whole army's dead. We've got another Skyray missile gunship, which we can, you know, and another fire warrior team, which we can use the ability once again, and it will recharge on this gunship as well. It takes a little bit, but I will have it up, and it doesn't cost anything to do it. It's just time, which is absolutely nuts. But look at this, huge army for us, very small army for him. Now he does have a war truck, which is anti-vehicle, and he says, how did you kill 2 squads? And that is the power of the Skyray missile gunship. In one ability. Yeah, pretty nuts, pretty nuts. I'm not using the ability here because, I mean, there's not really much for us to use it on. And he says, fucking Tau, man. I mean, yeah, I agree to some degree. And there it is. He decides to call GG. So I didn't even use my second ability there. Because he knows this is pretty much over. Because I'm going to go to push into his base here, take out the Demek shop, take out his settlement. And yeah, that'll be pretty much GG. And there it is, GG. So if you did enjoy this, leave a like, subscribe, consider becoming a member. Down below, it's 99 cents. It really helps out the channel. It will support future tournaments. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.